What's going on, guys? Gabe the Great back here again with another video, man. Last video of this series, unless you guys want to see the full Jackson Baldwin MyCareer. But as you guys know, we lost to the Rockets in the first round. So now we're going to the off season, and I told you guys last episode, this is a crazy off season right here. Okay, so we're setting up the goals, going through the changes. You know, like I said, mygm is pretty much the same. Now, one rule change is we are going to move it to 6 seconds that you have to advance the ball up from the back court. We were at the end of the draft, so I ended up trading away that pick. Also, had to go out and sign some new staff members. So if you guys, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys so very much for watching again this series. Grateful for you guys that I can entertain you guys, and be sure to subscribe if you're new. I do walkthroughs, MyCareer, different things like that. Now hold on, doesn't this guy look like Mike Wang, one of the 2K devs, this Donald Jones guys? That's Mike Wang. They tried to pull a fast one on me, so I hired Mike Wang to be my new trainer in this. But anyway, we're going to the off season, so first thing we got to do back is bring back Zizic and Jonathan Isaac. But the big thing that's happening, we got to get Devin Booker back and Andrew Harrison. This Dorian Finney guy, I'll extend him an offer, right? Andrew Harrison, he is out right now for 6 to 8 months with an Achilles heel injury, but LeBron James is a free agent. So we have got to clear a cap space to go after him. So we're going to trade Larry Nance and his huge contract for Dario Saric and Timothy Lau-Cabarro. I think that's how you say his name. But we're going to bring those two in and a first round pick so that we can go ahead and go after LeBron James. The other thing that we got to do is give Kemba Walker a deal. He wants a max contract. So we're going to go ahead, and we're not going to give him the full max. We're going to negotiate this a little bit, but we are going to go ahead and give him a substantial amount of money. Oh wait, I guess I did end up giving him the max contract. Honestly, he earned it. He led our team in points last year. So we went ahead and gave Kemba Walker the max contract. So we're going to go ahead and bring him back. Make sure that we got a good point guard there. I mean, could you imagine Kemba Walker, Devin Booker, Jackson Baldwin, and LeBron James, and DeMarcus Cousins? So we're trying to figure out how we're going to make this thing work. So we're going to go ahead and sit down and get into it with LeBron James. So we are in negotiations with LeBron James, and he wants a max deal. And the reality is, we can't afford to give LeBron the max deal, but we're going to try this and see what we can do if the player option will work in a no trade clause. Well, maybe we'll do a no trade clause, player option, and see what he thinks about that. See if LeBron is willing to take that. It's a lot less money, nearly half of what he's asking for. But I gotta negotiate. It seems like he's not budging. He's not budging on that. And he wants to do a 4-year deal. So he does want the max. He wants a lot of money. It's LeBron James. He's worth it. I get it. Oh, but wait. Oh, I can use one of my GM mind tricks. And that means he will sign on the spot. I'm gonna use this. Oh my goodness. LeBron James is coming to the Denver Nuggets. We got the next LeBron James and the actual LeBron James and Kemba Walker and Devin Booker and Jonathan Isaac all on the same team. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. So I use my Jedi mind trick, and LeBron says this is exactly the kind of deal that he wanted. So, oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. And it looks like we are going to get LeBron James. But not so fast. We still got to clear up some cap space. We still got to clear up cap space. We can get Kemba Walker. So, as much as I would like to keep DeMarcus Cousins, it seems as if this is the only contract that I got to get rid of in order to sign LeBron James. And it's just, I mean, if you got a choice between DeMarcus Cousins and LeBron James, you take LeBron James. And so all these, I mean, people are offering me a lot for this guy. I mean, but the goal is to clear up cap space. Since the goal is to clear up cap space, I'm going to send him and Shabazz Muhammad, who is another $8 million, to the Sacramento Kings for a player and their first round draft pick. So that's actually a really, really good deal. We'll be able to sign Kemba Walker and LeBron James. And hopefully nobody tries to sign Devin Booker so we don't have to match any extravagant contract. But it appears that it worked. We got Kemba Walker, LeBron James, Jackson Baldwin, Jonathan Isaac, and we're just waiting to see on Devin Booker. As long as no one offers Devin Booker an extreme contract, and he will just we'll keep him on his rookie salary one more year. If we can get that, we should be good. But now I got to go fill out this roster. I gotta go get some subs. My rotation looks good, but I gotta go get some reserves. I gotta go get people who can back up all these guys. So the first person that I'm gonna go after is Ish Smith. Minimum contract, 1-year deal. We're gonna go and try to sign him. Next guy I'm trying to get is J.R. Smith. We're gonna try to sign him up, bring him back to Denver. We're going to go after Tony Allen as well. A great defensive guy. So Ish Smith signs up, but J.R. Smith's going to go to the Cavs. Tony Allen's going to go somewhere else as well. So we're going to try to bring in Danny Green to the Denver Nuggets, as well as Monte Ellis. Monte Ellis was a great scorer back in his prime, but he's going to go to the Timberwolves. So we're going to try to bring in Garrett Temple here on a 1-year deal. And Kufos, we need a center. We gotta have some centers. So both of those guys are gonna sign, and Danny Green is gonna go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it appears that no one offered Devin Booker a contract, so we keep him on his rookie contract. What a crazy offseason. LeBron James, Jackson Baldwin, Kemba Walker, Devin Booker, Zizic, Jonathan Isaac, Dario Saric. My goodness, this is an elite squad right here. We can definitely make a championship run with this squad right here. So this is going to be an exciting season. So this is going to be my starting lineup: Kemba Walker, Devin Booker, LeBron James. I'm going to put Jackson Baldwin at the 4 and Zizic at the center. And we're going to run the pace and space system. Actually, we're going to do the 7-second offense. But can you believe that they had us, some polls had us at 17, some had us at 3, but by the All-Star break, we're 40-14. The only trade that I ended up making all season was Harrell for Dwight Howard, and that's because he was complaining about starting time. And believe it or not, most of the season, Kemba Walker was down with an injury. And when that was going on, I actually had LeBron James playing point guard, which was really good for our team. So this was this team that we put together in the offseason was just great. I mean, I didn't need to make any trades. And we end up getting the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. The Warriors passed us. They are right at the end. But man, we had a great season. And to bring in Dwight Howard, that's how you make a last-minute trade, Andrew. Not Hassan Whiteside for Maurice Space. But Steph Curry gets MVP. There's your Rookie of the Year. Greg Monroe. There you see all the awards. Coach of the Year. And look who gets Executive of the Year. And Jackson Baldwin, first team all NBA. LeBron James, second team all NBA. And Kate Felder surprisingly made second team all NBA. And so there you have it. Jackson Baldwin also makes second team all defense NBA. So crazy turn of events for us, man. It was a great season. As you can tell, signing LeBron James, that'll instantly make you a title contender. And there's all the rookie. I loaded a roster, one of the draft classes for the rookies. And as you can see in the first round, the first team we got is the Sacramento Kings. So DeMarcus Cousins and the Kings, they took us to 6 games, but we were able to close them out in 6 games. It was a very competitive matchup. And DeMarcus Cousins came to play 25 and 12 in that last game. But Jackson Baldwin and LeBron James was just too much. If you guys remember Jackson Ellis from old 2Ks. And as you can see in the playoffs, Jackson Baldwin was averaging 29.5 points and 8 assists in the playoffs. I mean, he was balling out. LeBron James averaging 23 and 8 assists in the playoffs to go along with 5 rebounds. I mean, these guys came to play. Booker 17, Kemba Walker 19. And the Western Conference Finals, we actually ended up facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they took us all the way to 7 games, man. And even in this game 7 that you guys are seeing that I'm simulating, it was a close one. I thought I was going to have to jump in and save the day. But in the end, the Denver Nuggets began to pull away. But it came all the way down to the final couple minutes. We end up winning by 8. Kemba Walker goes off and gets 35 points. But man, it was close. And of course, we end up against Cleveland in the finals. And let me tell you, man, Isaiah Thomas was giving us all we can handle. You're seeing game 6 right here where he dropped 50 points on us. We still managed to pull it out. But man, Isaiah Thomas was killing us. And so going into game 7, I got to give up to 2K. Their new defensive settings is very thorough. So it's not just do you want to guard them tight or loose or whatever, but you can decide if you want to switch, how you want to switch, if you want to pick them up in the backcourt, what to do in the post, what's to do on off-ball screens, on-ball screens. I mean, it's very intense. And so going into game 7, we had one goal and one goal only. We had to stop Isaiah Thomas. That's it. We just had to stop Isaiah Thomas and exploit this mismatch of Jackson Baldwin. As you see him going up and getting the foul, first play of the game. Again, he's playing the 4, and his matchup is against Kevin Love. And I just wanted to exploit that matchup all game. So on offense, we're going to Jackson, and on defense, we are trying to stop Isaiah Thomas. As you see, Kevin Love just cannot guard Isaiah Thomas. And look at that defense. See how Temple picked him up in the backcourt there? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You can, and then when he gets to the basket, we started Dwight Howard and Temple this game because Temple was my best perimeter defender. I didn't really have any perimeter defenders. He was my best one. And so Jackson Baldwin making the pass to Dwight Howard for the easy layup right there. But that was the game plan. Stop Isaiah Thomas, and look at the block by Dwight Howard. And we're going up ahead to Temple, who gets the slam on Kevin Love. Again. So Kemba Walker came off the bench this game for game number 7 because I needed some defense, and Kemba Walker cannot play defense. And here we go. Jackson Baldwin out on the break, getting the easy layup. And so he scored 7 of our first 11 points. He was dominating. And Kevin Love just couldn't handle him getting dunked on and the foul. Even with help, he could not be stopped. And he got hot early, and we just kept going to him. Again, here you see Isaiah Thomas can't get anything. Get the block right there by Jackson Baldwin. And now he's get the dunk on Odell Shepherd. He was drafted number 4 right behind him. And great defense by Devin Booker. Up ahead to Dwight Howard on the break. And the big man running the break, Dwight Howard. He also got to start this game over Zizic. We had Dwight Howard come off the bench all season, but we decided to start him because we needed defense. And here we go again. We want to run the break. LeBron over to Temple, who gets the easy layup again, and he's hype. And we're up 14 early. And we are trying to expose these guys. Temple did very, very good. And it made me think that what this team needed was defense. We got plenty of offense from everywhere. Jackson Baldwin, as he dunking on Kevin Love. Goodness. Jackson Baldwin can score at will. LeBron can score at will. We got Devin Booker on the outside. And so actually in the next season, my goodness, he's just having a dunk party. In the next season, I actually end up doing a deal where I trade Kemba Walker as the highlight reel continues for Jackson Baldwin. I mean, he plays so smooth, guys. This guy, again, he was drafted. You get 33 badges. As you can see, over 20 points in the first quarter. But he plays so smooth, so fluidly. He's 6'10", moves like a guard, can pass, dribble, shoot, everything. But as I was saying in the offseason, I end up making a deal for Kemba Walker for Eric Bledsoe, because I wanted to bring in some defense. We had no defense in the backcourt at all, really anywhere. And so I needed to bring in defense, and so I brought in Eric Bledsoe, but that's in the offseason. If you guys want to see the next season, Jackson Baldwin, the highlight reel continues. But if you guys want to see the next season, let me know. That Jackson Baldwin has 28 in the first quarter. And he's not messing around LeBron with the putback. And so, if you guys want to see that season, let me know. Leave this like down in the comment section for Jackson Baldwin's highlight film and LeBron. My goodness, we got to see that again. Cody Zeller. Oh man, that's a new animation right there. And again, Isaiah Thomas, I think he was like 2 for 10 after the first quarter. We just had clamps on him. And there was nothing he could do. And as Isaiah Thomas was shut down, so was the rest of the team. I mean, Isaiah Thomas couldn't score. Temple was doing a great job on him. And Jackson Baldwin, as you've been seeing, was exposing Kevin Love out on the perimeter. And LeBron is LeBron, so that's going to, be it for there. And Kemba Walker come off the bench. Up ahead to Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot. Getting the fast break jam. So again, man, this was unlike any other with the tricky layup from Kemba Walker getting his first points. And let me tell you, I know what the gameplay looks like in this game, but let me tell you, every other game that I played with this team, as Devin Booker gets his first 3 to go of the game, every other game I played against the Cavaliers in this series, man, it was tough. Like, it was nowhere near a blowout. It only became a blowout because I began to take Isaiah Thomas out the game as Devin Booker gets his second 3 to go of the game. And so Devin Booker was another guy who committed a big-time contract in the offseason as Kemba Walker gets the little mid-range jumper to go right there. And we were up big. This was not what they were. They were not expecting this. And so you guys definitely got to mess around with those defensive settings in 2K. I mean, they are very thorough, something serious. It changed everything. As you see, Baldwin and Isaiah Thomas getting into a little scuffle right there on the jump ball. But it's 6'10" versus 5'9". I think we know who's going to win this one. Jackson Baldwin wins that tip. And we're going out to the break, and Jackson Baldwin going to the basket and getting the layup. He's got 30, and it's not even halftime yet. But man, as you can see, he can do everything. He can shoot the three. There's not much he can't do as we're up by 32 points. And so far, I mean, again, it's nearly the end of the second, and they haven't even cracked 40 yet. Meanwhile, we're at 70. And again, it all had to do with us just shutting down Isaiah Thomas and LeBron James getting the nice tricky layup right there. And at halftime, it was 38-72. So we're feeling good. And Jackson Baldwin, 33 points at halftime. At halftime, guys. And so we're going to come out in the third quarter, and it's just going to be more of the same. Devin Booker making it rain from the outside. And look at the defense on Isaiah Thomas. Temple's guarding him full court. Even when he gets to the basket, Dwight Howard's right there. So it's literally nothing he can do. And then Jackson Baldwin abusing Kevin Durant all game long. There was nothing they could do about him. As you see Dwight Howard getting fouled right there. And also putting Dwight Howard in the starting lineup was a great move as well, because Dwight's defense he's still got great defense. He's not what he used to be, but he can still get in there and defend. And then when you got LeBron James out there dunking on people. I mean, LeBron James, this was not LeBron James's team. And that's the crazy part. Like, this wasn't LeBron James's team. The Denver Nuggets is a Jackson Baldwin's team. It's not like LeBron is being carried by any stretch of the imagination. There's no carrying LeBron James, but my goodness, Jackson Baldwin is the real deal. And everybody else just does their role. Everybody else, as you see Papa Giuini, however you say his name, 2.6 rebounds. Kemba Walker in the corner right there. As we're going up by 30 points right here in the third quarter, 60-90. And man, this was I was not expecting this game to be a blowout, because every game was so close. But man, once we cut off Isaiah Thomas, this team was totally disrupted. So definitely check out defensive settings if you're playing against your friend, if you're playing against someone. It totally changes. 2K really upgraded the defense this year. A lot of people are complaining about it. And I do have some complaints, especially in my MyCareer. Seems like you miss most of your layups, and I'm a slasher, so how can that be? But other than that, I mean, they definitely made some upgrades. They definitely got some kinks to work out there. But at the end of the third quarter, there you see some of the highlights. Isaiah Thomas frustrated. We're up 96-64. There's no point in bringing the fourth quarter. Obviously, we're going to bring this one home. And the Denver Nuggets are your 2020 champions. So, just 2 seasons removed after the crazy ordeal in the first season, I managed to bring these guys a championship to Denver. And it was a crazy 3 years. Team was sold 2 times, but that man right there, Jackson Baldwin, I'm going to keep playing this mode just to finish out his career, just to see how it goes, and just to see how many more championships. I mean, we are primed. I mean, Devin Booker hasn't hit his prime yet. Jackson Baldwin hasn't hit his prime yet. We got Zizic, he's young. Sarix is young. Obviously, Dwight is past his prime. LeBron is coming to the end of his prime. But man, this team is set up for multiple championships. So I'm going to keep playing this. If you guys want to see the next season, let me know. As I said, I did make a trade for Kemba Walker, for Eric Bledsoe, to get some defense out there. And so I'll be letting you guys know how that goes. But check out these stats. In the last game, Jackson Baldwin scored 45 points. LeBron James added 15, 8, and 3. And he was just dominating. 7 dunks everywhere. And if you go on the other side and look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaiah Thomas, 15 points. He went 6 for 23. We had him on lockdown. That was the game plan, and that's how we won the championship. Guys, that's been the MyGM walkthrough. If you guys want to see the rest of Jackson Baldwin's career, let me know. I'll do a separate playlist for that if you guys want to see it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.